Squad, what's good? What's good? What's good? What is good? So it is New Year's Eve, 2023. For you slow people in the back, it is 12/31/23. I'm on the way up here to Costco. 3 places today: Costco, Walmart, and possibly Burlington. As we talked about numerous times before, getting ready to start this new year off right. I've been on my journey for a minute, so this has nothing to do with New Year's resolutions. Getting ready to take on some new challenges in 2024. Digging deeper into my fitness bag, getting more disciplined, eating better, cleaner, just all around doing a total body recomposition for 2024. Not really 2024, just going into a different space, trying to find more discipline and in all of my endeavors. So really about to knock this fitness stuff out of the box. Like I told you guys, I'm going to be doing a Dexter Jackson in July. Everything goes well. It'll be my first bodybuilding show. Really looking forward to that. Career-wise, I got some changes and things going on in regards to my IT realm that I don't really talk to you guys way too much about. But I am an IT professional. Got a master's degree in information technology and served United States military, working in some classified environments, doing some IT things, and then got out and spent 20 years in the DC metro area working as a defense contractor, doing some really cool stuff. So I actually still do dabble in that realm, and I just want to get myself a little bit further along in that world in case this whole YouTube personality thing doesn't work out. So I always try to keep a couple of different irons in the fire. So we're gonna grab a few more certifications on that side of the house. Some of it is gonna be management related, and then some of it will be more cloud-based certs and stuff with AWS, if you guys are familiar with that. So and then also working on just trying to be a better person, man. So today's the day that we start the meal prep portion of everything. So we're gonna hit Costco to get the bulk of the supplies that I need, and then from Costco we're gonna go over to Walmart to get some of the smaller items. My coach pulled most of my seasonings and stuff, so my diet is completely changing, which is the stuff I knew I needed to do anyway. I was just finding it a little difficult to do it on my own. I didn't know the extreme that Alex was gonna take, but I guess I should have, because he's fucking shredded. I'll even throw his picture up so you guys can see him. He's fucking shredded, and I think he's about 225, 230, and just cut the fuck up. So I should have known that that my diet was gonna completely change. I did know that. I knew it was gonna change, but I didn't know to what extreme. So you know what I'm saying. This is gonna be fun. We will make it through this, and part of me facing this challenge is to see a different side of myself, mentally as well as physically. So y'all get ready for the cuts. The second place that we're gonna head to is gonna hit Walmart. And why are we hitting Walmart? I'm not gonna hit anybody. I ain't turn that thing off. I got it set to like 3 car lengths. But we're gonna hit Walmart so I can get a lot of the condiment stuff that I need. Mrs. Dash, aloe juice, and a couple of other little small items. So we'll hit Walmart to get those items because I don't need some of that stuff in bulk. And then finally, I think I may be running by Burlington Coat Factory. Why Burlington Coat Factory, Nate? Well, one of the things that I did that I kind of regret doing is as I lost weight, I was so excited about losing weight and getting rid of stuff and and the new me and all of that I got rid of a lot of my 4X clothes that I wish I still had. A lot of my jogging suits and sweatshirts and stuff like that, because I need some pump covers. So I went from a 4X to I wear an XL now. Comfortably wear XL. This sweatshirt is a 2X. But I want to get some more pump covers. I really don't want to spend a lot of time looking at myself when I'm at the gym training. I do want to kind of just focus on training. And as I lost weight and my confidence and how I was feeling and looking went up, my clothes got smaller. I started wearing less and going out more. You know, I'm notorious for my hoochie daddy shorts and, you know what I'm saying, my super tight t-shirts and all of that stuff. Because I was proud of my you know, my new physique, and not only was I proud of it, my shit looked good. It wasn't just a fat dude losing a bunch of weight. So now my confidence is up. My confidence was up because I was a fat dude losing a whole bunch of weight, but I also look pretty freaking good. You know what I'm saying? I made a lot of muscle growth when I was going through my powerlifting phase, and I'm actually glad that I went through that powerlifting phase before going into the bodybuilding phase, because during that powerlifting phase, yeah, I did put on some more body fat, but I did put on a lot of muscle too. And now what we're doing in the bodybuilding phase is we're essentially cutting down the rest of that fat to show those muscles and let those broadcast. I've always had big legs, and so when I got into powerlifting and stuff, my legs grew some more. But because I had a high level of body fat before getting into powerlifting, I could never really see. I personally couldn't really see the separation. I couldn't really tell what was fat and what was muscle. I knew I was stronger, so clearly, you know, the muscle's there. I knew I got bigger, but I also knew I was eating more. I was eating modestly clean, but I was definitely taking advantage of the whole powerlifting lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Of taking advantage of the fact that I could eat a surplus of calories. And so when I started cutting the weight down and losing weight and everything, more recently in this year, you know, I did start seeing immediately, once I got past 40 pounds, you know, my legs cut down real quick. So I could see, the first thing I noticed in my, excuse me, the first thing that I noticed in my my weight loss journey was the separation and the striations in my legs. So that was nice to see. The next thing I noticed is I started noticing my shoulders and my traps. And then what I started noticing after that was my midsection and my man boobs, right? That's pretty much how I started recognizing the change in my body, and started feeling more confident in what I was actually doing, and started even feeling more confident and dreaming about the idea of possibly getting on stage, right? So that's how that came about. So going to Burlington, super cheap store, they have super cheap clothes, and I'm going in there to probably get me a couple of sweatshirt tops and some jogging pants, 3 and 4X, because one, like I said, I really kind of don't really want to look at myself while I'm training and going through this stuff. I want to go in, focus on the workout, and not be overly analyzing myself in the mirror. And for two, it's winter time. Yeah, I'm definitely in Florida, but like right now it's 46 degrees. It's not gonna get probably super colder over the next couple of months. It'll probably dip down into the 30s in the nighttime. I'd be surprised if we hit the high 20s, maybe here and there. Some cold snap might come through. But for the most part, I train pretty early in the morning. I train, so even with Alex's program, I got fasted cardio. That's gonna be at 4:15 in the morning. So I'm gonna get up at 4:15. I'm gonna do my fasted cardio for 30 minutes. Then I have to eat, and then I have to go to the gym and actually train. And so that's just because based on the schedule that I have for my personal life, I got a lot of stuff going on. So I need to be done training by 7:30, 8 a.m. I need to be done training because I need to, you know, take care of some other obligations I got. So getting up in the morning, getting my cardio out of the way, and then training, eating, then training, and then being back in my home office so that I can do the stuff that I have to do for the government, that I can do the stuff that I have to do for my entrepreneurial stuff, my real estate stuff. So I got to be back in the house. So that's pretty much my schedule. It's going to be cold in the morning, right? So, you know, I'm only getting in the truck and then getting to the gym and then going inside. But for the most part, it's gonna be pretty chilly. So going to Burlington to get some clothes that are so big that I can put over my my workout shorts, which I only wear shorts when I gotta do legs. I do enjoy seeing legs, but also looking at my legs when I train. But also I need to be able to put my knee sleeves on. So since we kind of getting in a block where I'm not working out at my maximum load, but I am kind of training pretty heavy. So since we're gonna be kind of dabbling in the heavier realm a little bit more, I do prefer to wear my knee sleeves because I do have some knee problems and stuff from serving in the military. So yeah, that's it, man. That's what's on the agenda this morning. Costco, Walmart, and possibly Burlington. And then, from there, another thing I'm sitting here trying to figure out in my head is today is kind of like, like my last meal, right? My last meal before I get ready to go in a space where I can't eat salt. I've stopped drinking. Drinking's gonna be cut out for 6 months. I'm saying 6 months, but there's about 2 celebrations that may come up that I may have maybe a shot or 2. But for the most part, my drinking is done. My smoking is done. The cigars and hanging out. I'll still go to the cigar bar because my frat, we meet up there a lot. That's, I don't know, all across the nation, my frat, we love meeting at cigar bar. So we'll be at the cigar bar from time to time, but I won't be drinking or smoking. I'll just be up there supporting my brothers and hanging out, spending a little bit of time with them. But I don't know how much time I'm gonna spend with them because for the most part, I go to bed at about 8:30, 9 o'clock. I did not start out trying to do that. It's something that I started doing this summer as my training got a little bit more intense. But yeah, man, I'm in bed by 8:30, maybe 9. Yeah, so I'm excited about this journey. I'll talk later on a little bit more about some of the changes that Alex has me doing. I'm on some different supplements with a company called Revive. I'm probably gonna throw their logo up. I like this company. I haven't even started the supplements yet. I start them tomorrow. But I like them because, I don't know, man, they just treat you with such freaking respect in the order. I never even talked to anybody. I'm just talking about their automated process. And so I ordered all the stuff that Alex wanted me to get. Some of the stuff I did have, but you could obviously tell just from reading the description and reading on the site that this is a high level supplements. This is not Amazon, and it's not to say anything negative about supplements on Amazon. I can just tell that this is more of a quality that I personally am not accustomed to when it comes to supplements. And most people probably aren't because they're a little bit more expensive. Not anything crazy. As an example, I think like the vitamin C that I ended up ordering, I think the vitamin C was maybe $21 or something like that. You can get vitamin C at Walmart for $7, but it's not the same quality of vitamin C, and that's very clear. It's very clearly, you can see this. The EAAs. Now, my EAAs, the EAAs are about the same quality bulk supplements. I'm probably gonna finish up some stuff I have with them, but your Hemby and a bunch of other stuff. I'll tell you guys about the stuff that I'm, the supplements and things that I'm taking later on as I get through this process. But yeah, man, yeah, it's an interesting journey. I'm excited about it, and let's go get these groceries, man. Let's go get some groceries. Oh, and my last meal, I have no idea what my last meal is gonna be today. I am trying to figure it out. I am big on ethnic food. I like any food that's from other countries. I will not go so far as to say that I hate American food. I don't hate it at all. I'm just not a huge fan of it. And most American food is food that I would probably only want to take a couple of bites out of, or something that I want to taste, but not necessarily a meal that I'm going to finish. An example is like macaroni and cheese. I'm not a big macaroni and cheese person. Straighten that out a little bit. I'm not a big macaroni and cheese person, but I do like the taste of macaroni and cheese, but I don't want to eat a bowl of it. So, freaking French fries. I like French fries. I like a couple of them. This is before I lost weight. I'm just not going to sit down and eat a big ass plate of French fries. I'll eat a couple of them. If I'm socially sitting with some people, because, there are some people, mainly women, that I'm friends with or dated that really loved French fries and would love to go to a bar, have some drinks, and just eat a freaking plate of French fries. Probably why I got fat. But yeah, so I love chicken wings. That's an American food in my opinion. Big chicken wing fanatic. All flats, baby. You know, and then there's some low country food that I almost feel like falls under the category of ethnic food. So like low country food is like food South Carolina, the realm, grits and shrimp and, you know, New Orleans style food, gumbos and real hearty flavored foods like that with a lot of bold flavors. I like that kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna eat today. I'm trying to think of something cool. My all-time favorite food is anything Asian related. I loved Asia growing up, the entire continent of it. I used to read about every freaking country over there. I've probably tried to eat as many of the more bigger countries' foods that I could think of. You know, Thai food, Chinese food, obviously. Japanese food is my favorite food. I'm lying. Korean food is my favorite food. I love bulgogi, which, you know, the more we talk about it, maybe my last meal will be some Korean food, right? I'm trying to eat something that I can't eat while I'm on my journey, because I actually do get some cheat meals, and my cheat meal is the max caloric intake for my cheat meal is 1,600 calories. Interestingly enough, he didn't say all of the macros for my cheat meal. He didn't say 1,600 calories, you know, 20 grams of fat and freaking, you know, however many carbohydrates. He was just like, yo, your cheat day meal, max caloric intake, 1,600 calories. So I actually probably can still get something good. I'll probably try to be very disciplined on this journey and probably stay away from dairy. So even on my cheat meals, I probably won't eat like pizza. One of my favorite foods is lasagna. I probably won't eat that. I'll probably try to eat stuff like if I go get a burger, I'll probably not put cheese on the burger. If I, you know, I probably won't eat pizza. I do like pizza. I probably won't eat anything super dairy related at all. I'll probably stay away from dairy, short of probably having a steak that's basted in butter. But yeah, man. So anyway, I'll figure out what I'm gonna do. I could probably eat some Korean food while I'm, you know, as one of my cheat meals, as long as I can ID the caloric intake. So anyway, talking y'all to death. Let's get up here in Costco. And, you know, I'll probably show you guys some of the meal prep process today. You've seen it before in the past, but you haven't seen it now. So, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of chicken to get, a lot of beef to get. Another reason I'm going to Walmart, cheat code for you guys. Another reason I'm going to Walmart to get some of my stuff is one of my proteins I'm going to get from Walmart. Costco doesn't really have any low-fat beef. Their beef is usually 83.27 or something like that. I don't even think they have like 90.10. And luckily for me, bro, and I'm sure it'll change later, he said that my ground beef can be 90.10. You have no idea how excited I was about that, because 93.7 ground beef is just basically pellets. It's just dry, but 90.10 still has a little bit of fat in it. And it's just an easy, ground beef is an easy meal to get down. So unfortunately, Costco doesn't really have any good deals on ground beef. Walmart actually does. Walmart sells 90-10 ground beef, and a lot of times their 90-10 ground beef, you can sometimes find it on sale. And if you find it on sale, you can usually get it from like $7 a pack or something like that, and it'll be, Jesus Christ, bro, it'll be something like $4 or something like that. So the cool thing about that, right, is because I do like saving money and I don't need a ton of the ground beef, I usually meal prep about 3 days. So I'll meal prep enough food to last about 3 days. To me, after about 3 days, it loses a lot of its freshness. So I'll get enough of this stuff and I can go ahead and cook it right now. So with right now I'm going to Costco and buy a bunch of chicken in bulk, I'm gonna buy a bunch of fish in bulk. All that stuff will sit in the freezer. Because I'm getting the ground beef on sale, which is probably they're only on sale because it's got to do like a sell by date. Me personally, when I buy food to sell by now type stuff, I go ahead and cook it and eat it, right? So I don't want to go freeze it and let it sit in my freezer for another month on top of however long they've already had it and they've been trying to sell it. So yeah, so gonna go hit Costco, grab some 90-cent ground beef, grab some Mrs. Dash, grab some more sriracha because I can't eat sauces anymore. And we're gonna get the ball rolling. We're gonna get the ball rolling and we're gonna knock this out. So anyway, let me get up in Costco, man, and I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, guys, so I was super busy. Costco was packed. Freaking, 12:31, everybody's there. So I'm gonna kind of briefly tell you what I'm gonna meal prep, and then I'll probably show some of the cooking process, and then I'll show you some of the finished product. So 90-10 ground beef is what I was supposed to get, but I accidentally bought 93.7. That's my fault. He was giving me more flavor. I lost it because I wasn't paying attention. No biggie. So we're going with 93.7. I'll switch back over to 93.10 once I finish. 90.10 once I finish these. Salmon grapefruit, that has nothing to do with it right now because that doesn't have anything to do with that. Sweet potatoes, spinach, got my avocados. Gonna have to let them sit out a little bit so they get softer. Gonna go with proteins. I'm gonna go with, like I said, the 93.7 ground beef because I didn't get the right one. Mahi and chicken. So I am no longer allowed to season my food. I get to season my food when I actually eat. So in my meal prep, in my nutrition, it says how much salt I'm supposed to be able to have per meal. So I will season my food at the end. So being that I'm an old country boy, and I don't know why I keep going to my dog. Even that I'm, get out here. Even though I'm an old country boy, and I know how to grill and work the grill and stuff. And mustard and hot sauce is one of my condiments that I can use. I actually took the mustard and the hot sauce and marinated my chicken. So this is just some sriracha and some mustard, and that's gonna cook off. It doesn't matter if it cooks off or not. Has no sugar in it, has no oils. Mustard and the hot sauce that he was told me I could have is vinegar based, so there's no extra calories in that. That should give my chicken a little bit more flavor. And then later on when I do get to actually eat, I can have some Mrs. Dash. So I bought a couple of different flavors of Mrs. Dash. They're salt-free. They'll be great. Yeah, so there's that. So there's the mahi. I didn't marinate the mahi. Mahi is a really good flaky white fish. So there's really no need for me to marinate it. So basically all I'll do later on when I do get to eat it is I'll probably cut a slice of lemon or lime, lemon and lime it up a little bit when I'm eating it. And then, of course, a little bit of Mrs. Dash. And then if I want some hot sauce or something, I'll throw that on there. Big ass bag of rice and my sweet potato. So that's what we're starting with. I'll let you guys kind of see the process and I'll kind of montage it up. Pay no attention to my old ass stove, getting a new stove in probably a couple of weeks. And I'm purposely not letting y'all see the dishes because the dishes aren't done. Aloe vera juice, stevia, sriracha, fat-free, sugar-free dressing, skinny girl. Takara's gonna love that when she sees that. And yeah, so there's that. Let's get after it. That boy good, that boy good, that boy good, that boy good. Ooh. Meal prep, baby. All right, guys, I'm getting pretty tired, so I'm about to wrap everything up. I'm back. Just letting you see how everything came out. This is the mustard-based chicken. Looks good, nice, juicy, tender. This is the mahi. Cooked this on the grill also, came out pretty good. This is the ground beef. This is the spinach. And my sweet potatoes are cooking. Oh, sweet potatoes are cooking. And I will make my rice tomorrow. I'm tired and I'm not eating rice tonight, so that's something I can wait on. So long story short, this is how it came out. And yeah, everything's gonna be good. Happy New Year's to you guys. I'm going to have my last drink of the year and I'm gonna have a good time too. So happy New Year's to you guys and talk to you soon.